This channel supports Extra Life in its efforts to raise money for the Children's Miracle Network. For more information about how to donate and join in their efforts, go to the link displayed here. Extra Life. Play games, heal kids. What up, everybody? This is your boy Black Magus, and I decided to wait a couple of days before I recorded my thoughts on the Redskins Eagles game, because I just wanted to see what the reactions were. I pretty much knew how everything was going to shake out. Redskins fans are extremely hyped, and can't lie, it's good to see them win the division. I mean, hey, you always want your team to excel, do well, and they did more than well, to be quite honest, on Saturday. They decimated the Eagles. Eagles, they're always going to be that team under Chip Kelly that are going to play better when they are expected to play worse when they expected to play better. They're very Jekyll and Hyde. And I don't know what it is. Since Chip Kelly came there, it's just been weird. If you're an Eagles fan, I totally understand your anger for once. Like, I always thought that Andy Reid, for the most part, was a very, very solid coach. Just couldn't get over the hump. It was he was just that, like, I couldn't get over the hump guy, but he was able to put together a team that was able to be consistently competitive over the years. Chip Kelly seemed to have taken that competitive team and torn it apart and turned it into a mess. And what you saw on Saturday was an example of that mess. And the Redskins, their confidence has seriously been built over the last few weeks. So running into a team that's a mess seemed to be a perfect thing. I honestly did think that we were going to have a letdown game and that Philly was going to do one of those impossible win things like they did against New England. I honestly did. I didn't pick Philly because I thought they were the better team. I picked Philly because I know how they are. They just fucking, when they probably should lose, they just win. But this time they actually stuck to the script and got pretty much beaten. The score ended up being 38-24. This wasn't one of those games where we jumped on them, had a lead, and then we let them back in. No, they got 24 points because the game was pretty much done by the time the fourth quarter got there. So what they scored was pretty much, as they say, garbage points. Where in the time where it didn't matter because it was too late to try to catch up. You know what I mean? But it was a good win. Defense did their thing. Kirk Cousins is still on that streak of his now. Jay Gruden has to be going nuts because he has been vindicated, validated. We'll see how long that lasts. But for now, he's really, really feeling himself. Still not feeling him. I'm sorry. I still look at the running game because it's just like, yep, Kirk Cousins had great numbers, but I don't like watching my quarterback pass over 40 times to get 300 yards. I don't like seeing you pass over 40 times, period. I love balanced offenses. That's just me. And with the talent that we have in the backfield, I feel like we should be a lot more balanced. And I'm going to always maintain that because I think for the long run, that's going to be the best way to control games and to establish ourselves as a consistent competitive team. Pass happy teams, I think we've seen too many times over the last decade that while all these teams that pass like crazy, It looks great, you know, but it's rare to see one of those pass happy teams actually get to the Super Bowl and actually win. The years that we've seen teams that are traditionally pass happy win, they've found kind of a balance. They kind of like taken a step back in that pass genre, you know, like when Peyton won his. Drew Brees, you know, when he won his, they ran a little bit more. He still passed a lot, but they were a lot more willing to hand the ball off to a running back to keep teams more honest. You know, it just, I don't know. I would just like to see them balance. I think it works for our offensive line too, because I don't think our offensive line is a zone blocking line. And I think that we have a line that, if turned in that direction, could punish the shit out of defenses. And we have running backs that could punish the shit out of defenses. And we could beat teams a lot worse if we ran more. But that's just me. Either way, hey, we came through with the victory. And, you know, a team like Philly, their secondary has always been spotty over the last 4 or 5 years. So the pass thing, it was going to work. It was good. This was going to be a high scoring game regardless. Thankfully, our defense made sure that it wasn't a back and forth game. They definitely like put the pressure on Sam Bradford, kept him uncomfortable. Chip Kelly don't know what the fuck to do with his running back, so that helps. And of course, like I said, he's ejected so much talent that they just couldn't do anything. So good win. We are now division champs. Still have my reservations about that, but now we're in the playoffs. Let's go into this Dallas game, which is an unnecessary game. You can rest players if you want to, because we're not moving up or down in the rankings. Everybody's locked in place. We are the fourth team, so we're going to play most likely Seattle regardless. So don't stress yourself. I'm not saying don't play any of your starters, but I wouldn't be too concerned about winning more than just getting them their reps, keeping them in rhythm, and then if there's a point in the game where you can pull them. You know, don't let Kirk Cousins get hurt. Don't let your whoever you're gonna use as your feature back in the playoff. Don't let them get hurt. Don't let your wide receivers get hurt. Protect your talent. It's not worth it. I mean, yeah, I know it's a rivalry game, but fuck that. Going into the playoffs 9-7, 8-8. At this point, it's not gonna make a difference because again, you're still the fourth place team. Make sure that you can go into that playoff game as healthy as possible because you're gonna be playing solid teams. And you want to make sure that you have your best talent on the field. You know, God forbid if something happens to Jordan Reed, who's been like a lifesaver for the team. God forbid Deshaun Jackson goes down again. Things like that. Nah, I don't want us to lose any talent just on a meaningless game. You know what I mean? But it is what it is. Anyway, as always, you guys hit me up. Let me know what you think, and I'll holler at you later. This your boy Black Megas, and I'm out. Deuces.